to ICT Made Easy channel. In this video, we are going to continue the web authoring series, and this video is going to be part 5. If you haven't watched all the previous series, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, try to do that before you continue with this. Now, the question we are going to treat here is going to be October, November 2020. And before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can get notification for all the subsequent video I make on ICT. Now, the first question is asking you have been supplied with the following source file and all the source file, and of course, as usual, you need to create the evidence source file. So, and I told you how to do that. Now, I'm going to start from the task 2. The task 2 actually asks you to create a new folder called OWG. We are going to create a new folder, and the name of that folder is going to be OWG. So I will create it here, right click, new folder, OWG. All right, then inside that folder, what we need to do, so you just need to put all these files inside the folder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the 9 files, you are going to put it inside that folder. So then I have all the files here downloaded. Then just click on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I don't need this one. So let me copy every single file I have here. Then I have to put it in the new folder I just created. This is the task 2. Now, the next question says you need to display this. You need to show it in your evidence file. So what are you going to show? You see, they just follow the same pattern. Always they just ask the same, virtually almost the same question. So you need to screenshot of the folder. This is the folder, right? And I told you you need to click on view, then you click on content, and you can screenshot of this folder now. Then you put it in your evidence file. So I don't create any evidence file yet, but it's a good thing you have to do that. As I told you last time, is very, very important. Otherwise, examiner will not be able to give you mark if you don't do that. So we are going to put evidence 2, then you are going to put evidence 3, 4, 5. It depends on how many evidence they are going to ask you to put here. So, but let me just do it. This is going to be 3, and this will be 4, and this will be 5. So let's continue with the rest of the question for now. Question 2 says, create a web page called OWG HTML. So we are going to use this software again, Microsoft Expression. If you don't have it, of course, you can just download it. And I show you how to download it in part 3 of this video. So just right click here and you click on save. Then we are going to save it in the new, we are going to save it here in the new folder we just created. And the question says it's going to be OWG.htm. That's the name of the folder. Then you click on save. Now you can click on design view. Of course, we have design view, split, and code. So you click on design view. Now the next question says we need to create this one. Of course, by now I believe you should know how to do this because we've been talking about this several times. So how many rows do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. You are having 4 rows. But how many columns? This column number 1, this column number 2, this column 3, and this column 4. So basically we are having 4 columns. Then for the row, you are having 4 rows as well. 4 by 4 table. Now let's quickly do that. You just click on table, insert table, and this will be 4, and for this will be 4 as well. You have it like this. Let me just minimize this. Now for the row number 1, for the first row, so you have to merge everything. For the first row, you have to merge everything. Then second row, you don't need to do anything. Third row, you don't need to do anything. But for the last row, you need to merge the first 2 cells, merge it, and the last 2 cells, you need to merge them as well. You need to merge them as well. Now, what about the size? Let's talk about the size. For the first row, so the width is going to be 872. You right click, cell property, then width here is going to be 872. Then for the height is going to be 215. Height is going to be 215, then you press OK. Now for the second row, this one will be width is 200, 200, 200, 200, which means all of them, they are going to maintain the same height. They never say anything about height here. They never say anything about height. Just highlight all of them and cell property. So then you click on days and you make it to be 200. The width, you make it to be 200 pixels. All right. Then afterward, you just press OK. The width to be 200 pixels. I think the height, they are going to say anything about height anytime soon. Then after that, for row number 3, they say that the height is going to be 80 here. For row number 3, of course, all of them, they share the same property. The height is going to be 80. So just cell property, then you make the height to be 80 here. They don't say anything about the width. The height will be 80. Then for the last one, the width, for the last one, of course, this, they are sharing the same property as well, cell property. For the height is going to be, the first one is width, 424,150. This is 424, then this will be 150, then you press OK. It looks like this. Now let's continue with the rest of the question. I'm pretty sure they are going to ask us to do something about this later. All right, but for now, they just tell us width is this, and they just say just on the 200. They never say anything about height yet. Okay, and we are going to, they will tell us to do something about this later. Now, each table, they say that the table border must not appear. I told you last time, since they say it shouldn't appear, so there's no need to do anything about the table border. When you right-click table property, you will see that the border here is 0, then we leave it as 0. All right. Now, set the title of the web page to this. Title of the web page. We need to set it to this. So this is where your HTML knowledge is going to be beneficial. Title. So you just have to come back to code. You see design, split, code. This is where your HTML knowledge is going to be beneficial. You see the title here. The title is written here. Presently it is on title 1. You need to change it and you just paste this one, you write it there. It's just as simple as that. Now let me go back to design view. Now the next one says place in cell A the image. In cell A we need to put this image. This cell A, then insert picture, logo. We are putting this image now. Logo, this one, we put it there, and of course we say OWG logo, put as alternate text. Now resize this image in the HTML to be 872 pixel, then 250y. So just go back to code again. Then they said that the height should be 215. The height is correct, but the width is 800 presently. They said that we need to make it 872. So you change it to 872. Because the question says in HTML, they never ask you to use it in, to edit the image, maybe in Paint or in any other software. The question specifically says resize it in HTML. So you just resize it here. So it's going to be 872 and 215. All right. So then you click here, it is resized already, and if you go back, it's 215, 872. Next, place in cell FGHI, you need to place all these texts. All these texts, you need to place it. Let me try to look at this. Where is F? This FGHI. FGHI. Oh, sorry. Where is it again? Okay, here. FGHI, I need to put all these text, flowers, then landscaping, landscaping, then this one, let me just copy this to make it faster, and the last one is going to be contact us. So contact us. Mind your spelling. You have to write exactly the way they wrote it for you. Now the next one is set this one to H2. All of them you need to set it to H2. Just click here, H2, you need to set everything to H2. It looks like this. And the next question, the next one says place in cell B, C, D, and E the most appropriate image from those provided to match the text. So you just have to put the correct one there. Now here, flower. So let's click on insert picture. Where is the picture? Which one looks like flower here? The most appropriate. The most appropriate. Let's say, is it this one? Okay, let's try this one first. So we said this one is flower. Then landscaping. Landscaping for the next one, insert picture image. Landscaping, so which one we can use for landscaping here? Perhaps this one. Landscaping. Okay. Then what about this? So wall guiding. So for this one, insert image picture, there's wall guiding. Okay, this one, wall. So you have to know how to do this yourself. Wall guiding, make sure you choose the correct image, and this one is contact us. Which image looks like contact us? Contact us. Okay, this one, contact us. So then this one, what is it? Which image is this? So they just put it there, you know, perhaps maybe you won't know the correct image to choose. So contact us. Okay, let's insert, and this will be contact us. Then you press on OK. Now the next question says where necessary, so where necessary in the HTML also make sure that each image is displayed as 200 pixel wide, 200 pixel wide, while you are still maintaining aspect ratio. So 200 pixel wide, just right click on the image, then you will see picture property, then you click on appearance, and we have to make it 200 pixel, and you keep aspect ratio, press OK. This one also, picture property, appearance, it should be, the height should be 200. Then I think this one is already 200, but let's cross check. It's already 200. And what about this as well? So this is already 200. Okay, and you press OK. So we just need to do modification to this. Now the next question says place in cell J the content of this, So let's open in cell J. Where is cell J? This is cell J. Whatever you have in this, let's open it. You open your folder, this one, the content. Let's open everything you see here, just copy paste, then you put it, just copy paste and you put it here. Then after you do that, the question says you set this text to paragraph style. Just highlight everything, the whole cell, then you make this one to be paragraph. Okay, then the next question says, question 8, enter in cell K the text, this one, then followed by your candidate number and your name, center number and candidate number, and you have to set it to H3. You put this one there, then by your name, center number, then candidate number. Then the next, okay, H3, the question says you have to set it to H3. Now, so the next question, add appropriate alternate text to all the images. We have done that earlier. Now, set the name of the default target window to _self. You know, remember we did something like that. Just click anywhere. Right click, you will see page property. Then you will see default target frame here. Default target frame. Then click on new window. and you need to make this one to be underscore self. Okay, underscore self. Press OK, then you press OK. Then the next question says, create hyperlink from the text contact us and from the image contact to open the web page, this one, in a new browser underscore this. So there are a few things, that's why it's 4 marks. There are a few things you need to do here. Contacts, where is contact? This one, right click, hyperlink. We need to link it. We need to link into an existing web page. What is that web page? This web page, according to the question. Make sure you choose the correct web page. So you need to link it to this web page. Then it's going to open on a new browser window called underscore blank. So you choose this one, and okay, this one, then target frame, new window. Alright, new window, then blank. According to the question says underscore blank, and that's blank. Press OK, press OK. You need to do the same thing for this image as well. This target window, target frame, then underscore, and you press OK. Just press OK. Just as simple as that, and you can claim your 4 marks. You see, just clicking. That's why web authoring, if the marks is 47 marks, you can get 47 out of 47. It's very easy. Now attach the style. This style, you need to attach it now to this web page, and you save your work. How do we attach the file? Very easy. Just click on attach file here, browse, and this is the file. This is the file. And if you don't have it, you can just navigate through your folder and you choose the correct file, then click on open. Okay, and this is it. Simple as this. Now next question. So the question asks you to save it. Yeah, save it, save your work. It's a good idea to save your work always. Now next, open the style sheet. We need to open this style sheet in a suitable software package. So let me open it now. This is style sheet .css. Where is it? This one. I'm opening it in, I don't have any software. I think I have Notepad. Let me open it with Notepad++. Okay, this is what we have for now. Then what does the question want you to do? The question wants us to modify it to look like this. The question wants you, and that's 30 marks. You see, 30 marks is so much. It's not something you can lose. So now, the first thing you need to do here, set the background for the web page so that it has a color. Set the background for the web page. I told you, whenever we are talking about background, we are talking about body. Try to watch part 1 and part 2 of this video. So we are talking of this series, web authoring series. Now, body, the color. What is the background? It's talking about the background color, right? BG. So background color. It's not just ordinary color. It's just a background color. Then what is background color here? Blue. You remember RGB? I always tell you. Red first. What is the value for red? Hashtag. Compulsory, you have to start with hashtag. AB for red. G. What is the value for G? C5. C5. Then B. What is the value for B? A4. Then you type A4. So just delete this RGB. I wrote that RGB just to refresh your memory so that you can know which one comes first. Red comes first, after that green follows, after that blue last. Now this is it. Now the question says set the background for the web page. Set the background for the web page so that it has this color. We've done this. Now next, set the background for the web page so that the image N2 is placed in only the top right corner of the window, which means we need to do the background image here as well. Background image. Then how do we do background image? URL, you open bracket and you close it, and you are going to put it in the quotes. Yeah, just you need to memorize this. Nobody can help you on this. You have to memorize this. If you are lucky and they ask you to do something like this, this is how we do background color. Sorry, background image. Now, what is that background image? Let me just copy this. Okay, and you can just write it out, but I just prefer to copy. All right, that's it. But it doesn't finish yet. So the question says, set the background for so that it is this. We've done that, and it is placed in the top right corner of the window. Top right corner of the window. You just click here and you write background, then position. What is it? Background position here is right and in the top. Simple. Right and in the top. Then, and the last thing, they never say anything about that, but you need to know that whenever they are talking about background image, if they just silent about this, then you need to put it there. Background repeat. This is 1 mark. If you don't put it, you will lose 1 mark for this. If the question says background is, if the question says the image is repeated, you just need to say background repeat is repeat. Simple. But since the question silent about it, either the question says that there is no repeat, or the question silent about it, then you have to do it. So background repeat is no repeat, just like this. Simple. This is all what you need to do for the first one until here. So we finish until here. Now the next question, set the font for H1, H2 and H3. So which means you need to create H1, comma, H2, comma, H3, comma, call bracket. You need to create a style for them. So you need to create a style for them. Set the font, which means font family. Font family. Then what is it going to be? The font family is going to be Arial, comma. Then if it is not available, it's going to be this font, Helvetica. So it's going to be this font. And I told you whenever you are talking about 2 words, you have to put it in a quote. Okay. Then if it is not available, then sans serif. Sans serif font. Simple. Then if neither of these, okay, then we've done this also. Done. That's all what we need to do here. Then set the paragraph style to 12. So this is all what we need to do here. Then another thing, paragraph P. We normally represent paragraph with P. Okay, we normally represent paragraph with P. Just take note of that. I told you several times there are few things you need to memorize here. Whenever they are talking about paragraph, we represent it by P. What do you need to do in the paragraph? So set the paragraph style to 12 points. Anything is paragraph is going to be 12 points, which means the font size is going to be 12 pt, 12 points. Not only that, fully justified, which means text align, then it's going to be justified. Okay, that's all what you need to do for paragraph style. Set the paragraph style to then finish. Then the question says add your name, and of course they've done this one for you, so you don't need to edit anything here. All these one are okay. You don't need to edit anything here. But however, what you might need to do here, it's also worth a mark, is since you are having call bracket here, there is no need of putting semicolon because this is the last one. So just delete the semicolon you have here. This one also, this is a mistake. Don't put semicolon here, don't put semicolon here. Simple. Now, the next one says add your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the start of the style sheet. At the start of the style sheet. This is the start of the style sheet. So you know how to do comments, right? Then just put your name, then center number, then candidate number. you put it there, then star and slash. This is how to do comment. This is how to do comment in CSS. Now the next one says save this style sheet in your OWG folder, then take a screenshot of this content. So just take a screenshot here. I told you several times this screenshot is very important. This is how examiner is going to give you mark if you don't do it. So that's quite dangerous. So take a screenshot and put it there, and the question says we have to save it. Where is it? Yeah, let's save it. Save as. We are saving it in this folder, right? Then .css. You save it as .css, don't forget. Yes, you replace the previous one. So now the next thing we need to do here, let's go back to the question. The next thing here is display the web page in your browser if necessary. But before we do display, you actually need to attach, you need to attach the new style you just created. Now you need to attach it again. You need to attach it again. Oh, sorry, you just click here, or just click on new style. Okay. Oh, we are not creating new style, by the way. Just click on attach and you choose the file. Here, choose it, press OK. Changes. Now, what we need to do here? So the next question says you need to display the web page in your browser. And how do we display it? Just display in your browser like this. Then after you display in your browser, you make sure everything is visible and you take a screenshot as your evidence file. So I think you take a screenshot as your evidence file. Okay, just take a screenshot like this and you put it in your evidence folder. Make sure everything is there, including this. It's also very, they want to see this. It's also very important. All right. So you take a screenshot. Sorry, I didn't take a screenshot. I just cancelled it. So take a screenshot and you put it here, evidence tree. Okay. And finally, the last question they used to ask you to do, display the HTML source code. Then come back here. Then you show this one. Just copy paste and you put your HTML here. Just put it here. And if you don't want to copy paste, well, another way of doing, there are many ways of doing things. If you don't want to copy paste, you can just take a screenshot of this place. You see until here, right? You take a screenshot, you put it here in your evidence file. So that's first part, and the second part of it is this. Where is it? From here. Then the second part of it is this. The remaining part. From here, you take a screenshot and you put it here as well. So there is no right or wrong answer here. It depends. So this is a screenshot of your whole HTML, and if you don't want to do this, you can just copy the whole code and you put it here. That's all. Now, as you can see, I've treated these 47 marks and you can claim all your 47 marks, 47 out of 47. The only thing that can give you some few difficulty here is this CSS. And I deliberate series 1, part 1 of this video, as well as part 2 of this video on CSS. So try to watch all this series, and I believe at the end of this series, this is the last one, by the way, on on anything web authoring. I will still be making more videos on chapter 3, but I just try to dedicate these 5 series for web authoring. If you try to watch all these 5 series on web authoring, I believe any question you have on web authoring, you should be able to answer it. Try to leave some comments on this video if you do have any question. And if you want me to do anything maybe specifically as well, so just try to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get notification for all my videos. So I wish you the best in your exams. See you. Bye. Thank you.
ICT textbook is boring, right? Do you believe it's too voluminous, containing a lot of information? Even if you read it 1,000,000 times, you might still not be able to answer a GCSE questions correctly. We have a solution for you. We have created all-in-one IGCSE summary slides for each chapter. It covers the whole curriculum. We present it in a concise manner, all you need to be an A-star student. The slide is well prepared by an ICT Cambridge examiner. After each topic, we provide IGCSE-related questions with answers. Download now. www.highsayteamadeasy.com